Hello and welcome to this class. So this one's going to be an hour-long, lovely, twisty, bendy, flowy Vinyasa style class. Have a yoga strap or dressing gown belt or something nearby to help. Yoga blocks, if you have them, can be quite useful because there is going to be a little bit of like Hanumanasana type, split type pose. Enjoy the class. If you do, leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and have a great time. Thank you for joining me. Bye-bye. Yeah, we'll make a start. Come to lying down on your mats. I'm just going to have another swig of tea. Come to lying down on your backs. Arms by your sides. Keep your knees bent if you want to. Otherwise, extending them long on your mat. Arms just resting by your sides. And then maybe just lift your hips up, give them a little shuffle from side to side, easing things out. Lifting the shoulders, tuck shoulder blades in and down underneath you. Close your eyes and just settle down on your mat. Bringing your awareness to your breathing. Nose breathing, not mouth breathing. So inhaling through the nose. Really fill your lungs. And out through the nose, release the shoulders down. In through the nose. And out through the nose, relax the shoulders. In through the nose. And as you exhale, just turn your head gently, bring your chin to one shoulder. Inhaling back to center and exhaling chin to the other shoulder. Inhaling back to center and just lifting your arms up, fingertips to the ceiling. Lift one arm up higher, lift the shoulder, reaching as high as you can. And then as you exhale, lower the arm out to the side, palm facing upwards. Reaching the other arm up as high as you can, lifting the shoulder, and slowly release it down, bringing your arms to your T shape. And then bend your knees, bring your feet as wide as the mat, let the knees drop in towards each other. Engage Uddiyana Bandha, draw that belly button up and in, imprint lower back. And then slowly start to lower both knees to one side. Push into the back foot to lift the hip up a little bit. Inhaling slowly to center. And exhale the other way. Again, push into the rear foot, lift that rear hip up, and release to center. You can turn your head in the opposite direction. Just easing it slowly out if you've just not been up for very long. Just waking up your lower back a little bit. And then maybe making this your last round, finishing on the opposite side to where you started. And then bring your knees back up. Heel toe your feet together. Then lifting one knee, lifting the other knee, knees and feet together. Again, imprint lower back, pulling belly button up and in. And slowly release your legs to one side. Don't let opposite shoulder lift, coming down to a hover. Hold in your hover, push opposite shoulder down. Inhale to center and exhale about halfway to the other side in your hover, holding here. Inhaling back to center, back to the first side, all the way down. Let the legs come down, relax the legs, the hips. Turning head in opposite direction, just releasing here, just for a moment. And then engaging belly button, coming up via the center and over to the other side. Pause here. Relax the shoulders, the hips here. And then coming back to center. Bring one foot, in fact, bring the right foot to the mat, take hold of your strap, bring it round the ball of the left foot, and extend that leg up nice and straight to the ceiling. Hands as high as they can go, but keeping the shoulders down. Straightening that leg. And then taking a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, gently pull on the strap, bringing that foot further over your face, holding here. Straightening a little bit more, push that heel up, and then both straps into left hand. Left leg lowering as far out to the side as is good for you. Do not let right hip or right shoulder lift. Holding here. Push the heel away. Breathing through the nose. And then on your next inhale, bringing that leg up, put the strap in the right hand, straighten the right leg, leg coming all the way over to a full body twist, head turning to the left. And again here, just close your eyes and let everything sink down. Let go of the hips, the legs, arms and shoulders, relax. And then super slowly bringing that leg up, release the strap, hug the knee into the chest, squeeze it in tightly, and then bring the sole of the foot to the mat, strap around right foot, extending up long. Again, arms long, and then pull the backs of the shoulders down. Push heel up and just pause here, getting that leg as straight as you can. Pushing the heel up, pulling the toes down. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently pulling that foot further over your face. Be tight on the hamstrings, but try and keep the leg as straight as you can. And then both straps in right hand, left hand to hip, as you lower the leg out to the right, holding here. Breathing here. And on your next inhale, bring the leg up, straighten left leg, straps in left hand, as you come to a full body twist. Let that leg come down as low as it wants to. Relax around the hips, the legs, shoulders, arms, and face. Just breathing here. And then on your next inhale, bringing that leg up and over, release the strap, hug the knee into the chest, squeeze it in, and then bring the left knee in as well. Interlace your fingers across your shins, pull your thighs to your chest. On your next inhale, lifting head and shoulders, knee to nose, nose to knees, and releasing it down. Flexing your feet, reach for the outer edges, feet to the ceiling in your happy baby. And just take a nice rock from side to side. And then pause. Grab hold of your big toes with middle finger, index finger, and thumbs. And straighten one leg out to the side, push the heel away. And inhale, bringing it in. Exhale, other leg, push the heel away. And bringing it in. And staying one side at a time, or both legs extending to your straddle. If you're coming to both legs, draw the backs of the shoulders down, because they will lift. And then just close your eyes and relaxing on letting nature do its thing, gravity do its thing. Arms pulling the toes down. Squeeze your kneecaps, straighten the legs a little bit more. Holding here for another couple of breaths. And then slowly with control, bringing your legs together, maybe still holding onto the toes, and then release your arms and just bring them down by your sides. Flex those feet, draw belly up and in, imprint lower back. Starting with the right leg, we're going to lower it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, coming to a hover. Flex both feet away, holding it here. Now relax your shoulders. They will have tensed up. Hold here, push both heels away. And then really pulling belly button up and in, lifting for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left leg lowers. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Squeeze the kneecaps. 4, 3, 2, and hover. Push the heels away. Pull lower back into the mat. Relax the tops of the shoulders. Lifting for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Popping your hands underneath your butt cheeks, palms down, if you know, but double leg irritates your lower back. And then both legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hover. Push the heels away, pull the toes in. Don't let lower back lift as we come up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your arms behind the thighs. Hug the thighs into the chest as you take a little rock from side to side, just easing it out here. And then release the feet to the mat. Make sure your heels are as close as you can get them so you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Imprint lower back, lift butt cheeks, and slowly rolling up onto the tops of your shoulders, holding here. Now extend one leg long, both knees are at the same height. Hold and release. Reset the hips. Other leg extending long, point the toes, hold and release. Reset those hips up a little bit higher. Slide your arms underneath you. Interlace fingers, roll onto the outer edges of your arms and then pushing the hips up. Chin tucked to chest, just holding here. Really push into the feet, push into the arms. Can you get your hips even higher? Close your eyes and just pausing here for a couple of deep breaths in and out, pushing into the arms. One last push into the hips and then releasing the hands, rolling your spine down one vertebra at a time, and then butt cheeks hit the mat, hug knees in, give them a squeeze, and then rocking and rolling up and down your mat a few times, coming up for your cross-legged seat pose. Beautiful. Hands coming to heart center, push the palms together. Reset your spine as you inhale. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, turning, twisting, looking over one shoulder, releasing to center, and over the other shoulder, releasing to center. Push palms together, pull belly button up and in as the arms lift, looking up to the ceiling. And exhale, bringing hands back down to heart center. Sweeping your arms out wide, palms stay forward. Now squeeze those shoulder blades together, bringing the arms back as far as they will go. And then slowly bringing them forward, interlace fingers, push those palms away. Tops of the shoulders are down. As the arms lift, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, a little fold one way, back to center and the other way. Back to center, releasing your hands to the mat. Bring right hand to left knee, no, left hand to right knee, brain. Right hand behind you as take a deep breath in and exhale, turning, twisting to look over the right shoulder. Pull that belly button up and in as you inhale. Exhale, turning just a fraction more. Deep breath in as you inhale. And exhale just a turn, a millimeter more. And slowly releasing to the other side. Right hand, left knee, left hand behind as you take a deep breath in and exhale, turning. Inhale, pull belly button up and in, and exhale, twisting a fraction more. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly releasing it to center, bring your fingertips to the mat, reset your spine nice and long, and then circle your arms behind you. Interlace fingers, squeeze shoulders together as arms start to lift and straighten, and exhale as you come forwards. Inhale, lifting up, looking up, And exhale, folding forwards, lifting arms a bit higher. Inhale, lift, looking up. And exhale, folding deeper still, arms lifting higher. Inhale, lifting up, release the hands. Now we're going to go for reverse namaste. So bringing your hands behind you. I find this really hard. See if you can bring your hands into prayer pose behind you as best you can. It feels weird. You might not like it, but give it a try. See how it feels. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, coming forwards a little bit. You won't go far with your arms like this. If it's too much for your hands, just interlace your arms and hold on to opposite elbows behind you. Inhale, sitting up. Exhale, coming forwards. Inhale, up. And exhale, forwards. Last time, coming up, release the hands from behind you, bringing your arms out wide, and just give your arms and shoulders a little bit of a dance, because that is strong on your arms. Beautiful. And then just bring your arms in front of you. Bring the right hand over the left, turning, eagle arms, lifting the elbows up as you inhale, and exhale, folding forwards, chin to chest. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forwards fold. Coming up, release the hands, bring them out, take a big stretch. And then coming back, left arm over right. Inhale, lift those elbows looking up. And exhale, forwards fold. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, lift, bring the arms out, and then circle with straight arms, circling one way. Pausing and circling the other way. Beautiful, really nice. And then bringing the arms forward, left arm under right, bring the right arm across, look over the right shoulder. Holding here, really pull that arm, get that lovely shoulder stretch. And release. Right arm under left, looking over the left shoulder as you pull the left arm across. And release. Bringing your hands either side of your hips. Start leaning back, chest up to the ceiling. And if you want to, lifting up the hips, coming to knees. Push those hips up, push the chest up, holding here. And slowly releasing it down. Uncross your legs, feet hip width, hands stay where they are as you lift up to your reverse tabletop, holding here. Left foot stays down, right leg lifts, point the toes, hold, breathe. The right foot comes down, reset hips, left foot lifts, hold, breathe, point the toe, and release. And then bringing your hips down, bring your legs to a nice wide straddle pose, drawing them as wide as you can. Shift the flesh from your butt cheeks and bring your hands in front of you. Flex those feet really firmly, and then starting to walk the hands about halfway, and then our little gentle sway from side to side. And you can keep that swaying going as you move your fingers forward as far as they will go. When you've gone as far as you can, pause, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, creep fingers forward, lower the forearms, chin to chest in a deep forward fold. Try and keep your feet flexed. Try and relax the tops of the shoulders here. And then lifting your head, walking your hands back towards you, bringing your legs together, and then coming over to all fours on your mat. Few rounds of cat-cow, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread your fingers really wide, wider than you normally do, as wide as you can get them. Push every finger pad, knuckle, every part of your hands pushing into the mat. Lower the belly, lift the tailbone. Back of the neck is really long and stays long. Inhale, pushing up, chin to chest. Exhale, make sure elbow creases are rotated forwards as you lower to your cow. Inhaling up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Arching up, pause here. Push harder into hands, push harder into knees. And slowly release to neutral spine. Right leg, left arm extend long. Engaging your core. Lifting up. Push the heel away. Reach the arm forward. Holding here. Thumb is sticking up. Finding your balance. Then bending right knee. Reaching behind. Take hold of the top of the foot. Lift that leg. Really pushing it up. Pulling it up. Pushing hard into your right hand. Elbow creases forward. Holding here. Breathing here. And release it down. Opposite side, extend long. Inhale, lift, flex that foot really hard. Spread your fingers as that right arm reaches forward. Thumb is sticking up. Bend the left knee, reach behind. Grab hold of the foot as you lift up. Really nice. Strong yogis, holding it here. And release it down. Padding the hands forward, sliding them away from you, lowering chest, forehead to the mat, puppy dog pose. You can reach your hands further. You can spread your fingers wider. I want you to feel this all across the back of your shoulder blades, under your armpits, under your arms. Deep, deep stretch. And just work on sinking down with every exhale. And then lifting your head, walking your hands back towards you, bring them really close to your knees, tuck toes, and coming to a little toe stand. Like we've been practicing, we're going to shoot up to standing pose from here. But first of all, find your balance. Fingers on the mat, or hands on your knees, or hands to heart center. You choose. Gaze is straight in front of you. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, coming straight up, nice to your standing pose. Beautiful. Release your arms to your side. Roll the shoulders forward and up, back and down. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, exhale, and keep your shoulders back. Chest is proud. Pull that belly button up and in. Bringing hands behind you, interlace fingers, straightening those arms as you inhale. Micro bend the knees, slowly, slowly draping forwards over your thighs, arms lifting up and over. Your drishti, your gaze is between your knees, straightening those arms as much as you can, bringing them over behind you as much as you can. Give your head a little nod, a little shake, and now straighten your legs as much as you can. Really straightening them. And then release your hands down by your feet. Walk the hands out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking your plank. Walk the toes in, push the heels away. We're going to hold plank for a few seconds. So rotate elbow creases forward. Draw the tops of the shoulders away from your ears. Pull your belly button up and in. Push the heels away. Holding here. Breathing here. And then engaging your belly, lifting up, coming to our first down dog of the day. And I want you to pedal your knees here, pushing one heel at a time to the mat, easing things out. And then coming to your still downward facing dog. Lift your head, look towards your hands, bending the knees, walking up to the top of the mat, big toes touch, heels apart, in your deep fold. Bringing your arms out wide, interlace them behind you with the other index finger at the front. Inhaling, straightening the arms, coming to a forward fold at the top of the mat. Gaze is between your knees, working on straightening your legs as much as you can. Squeeze those shoulder blades, bring the arms further over. Tuck chin to chest and slowly rolling up, one vertebra at a time. Head lifts, hands coming down past your butt cheeks as you take a little back bend, and then releasing the arms, bringing them to your sides. Pausing here, feet are roughly hip width apart, right arm lifting up and folding over. Circling the arms as you inhale, exhale, other side. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last round. Inhale over to the left and last time to the right. Holding it here, we're just going to roll our way through 3 rounds of sun salutations, Surya Namaskar 8, 3 on each side with a few little standing balancy things in between. So take your time, getting warmer, Anne. I'm starting to sweat despite the cold here in London. Big toes touching, heels apart. Release your arms to your sides, palms facing forwards. Remember our little pelvic tilt here. Squeeze the kneecaps. Taking a deep breath in, start reaching the arms out and up, looking up as hands meet. Turning the palms, hinging from the hips. Swan dive, hands either side of feet. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold, step the right foot back, the left foot back, taking your plank. Knees, chest and chin for the first round. Sliding to baby cobra, pushing to your knees, tuck toes, downward dog. Right leg lifts up high, looking forward, step or move it between your hands. Left foot joins it in your fold. Inhale, reversing that swan dive, and exhale, heart center. Inhaling out and up to a back bend. Exhale, swan dive to your mat. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold. Left foot back, right foot back, taking your plank. Knees, chest and chin. Baby cobra, then to your knees, tuck toes, downward dog. Left leg lifts up high behind you. Looking forward, sweep it between your hands or move it if it doesn't get there on its own. Right foot joining in your forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. And exhale, heart center. Inhaling out and up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Right foot back and pause. Come to fingertips, sinking into a lunge. Holding here, straighten that back leg. Breathing here. And then hands flat, left foot steps back. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga as you lower. Cobra or up dog. Meeting in down dog. Right leg lifts up high, looking forward, sweep step, or move it between the hands. Come to fingertips in your lunge. And then left foot joins right in your fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive. Exhale, heart center. Inhaling out and up. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step the left foot back, left hand under left shoulder, right arm lifting to a twist. Holding here, spread the fingers really wide. Reaching that arm up higher, like I'm pulling you by your wrist. And then right hand to the mat, step back, plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Meeting in down dog, left leg lifts up high. Looking forwards, sweeping it forwards, right hand under right shoulder, left arm lifting in your twist, straighten that right leg, push that right heel away, reach the arm higher, spread the fingers wider, and then hand to the mat, stepping forward to your fold, nose to knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive, and exhale, heart center. Inhaling out and up to your back bend, exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift, exhale, fold, step the right foot back, keep the heel lifted, coming to fingertips, hands on knee or arms reaching up in a full lunge, straightening that right leg, reach the arms up, sink the hips down low, holding here, tops of the shoulders are down, arms as straight as you can get them, hold. And then hands to the mat, step back, taking your plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Cobra or up dog, meeting in down dog. Right leg lifts up high. Looking forward, sweep step or move it between your hands. Left heel stays lifted. Fingers on mat, fingers on knee, or full lunge. You choose. Sinking down, straightening the arms. Tops of the shoulders down. Now straighten that left leg as much as you can. Pull right hip back, left hip forwards. Breathe. We're almost done with our 3 rounds. And then hands outside the right foot, step forward to your fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. And exhale, heart center. Inhaling out and up to your back bend. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway lift as you inhale. Exhale, fold left foot back, lower the knee, flatten the foot. Sink forward into a lunge. Really come forward with your hips. And then walking it back, lift the toes, straighten that right leg. Inhale forward, sinking low. Exhale, coming back. Inhale forwards, and you can stay here, or you can grab your blocks and have your hands on your blocks and see if you can slide your right leg away long from you, coming to a split or something close to a split as you can. If you don't have blocks, you can have your hands on the mat and just allow yourself to sink down. Holding here, breathing here. And then slowly bringing that right foot to the mat, tuck left toes, step back, take your plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga as you lower. Cobra or up dog as you lift. Exhaling down dog, left leg lifts up high. Looking forwards, bring it between your hands, lower that right thigh, knee, flatten the right foot. And sinking forwards, stretching out the front of the right hip. And then walking backwards, flex the foot, stretching it out. Inhaling forwards, lift your gaze. Exhale backwards, lower that nose to knee. And then coming forwards and either hands on the mat or on blocks, straightening your left leg as much as you can, and then sliding into your forward splits as far as you can go. Hold it here. Just breathe, a few breaths here, releasing it down as much as you can. And then bringing that foot back, step back to your plank, lower your knees, bring them as wide as the mat, big toes touch, and have a well-earned rest in child pose. Forehead to the mat, releasing down. Let your hips just sink down towards your heels, relax the shoulders, breathing here. Then lifting your head, reach your arms long, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Left foot forwards, right foot forwards to your fold. Give your head a nod, a shake, and you can let your shoulders and your arms sway, or you can interlace hands inside your elbows and just ragdoll for a moment, easing out the lower back. And then letting the arms fall. Tuck your chin tightly in towards your chest, rolling up one vertebra at a time, arms just dangling as you start to lift, straighten, arms reaching out, reaching up, pull that belly button up and in, and hands to heart center. Now bring the heels together, inner edges of the feet together, squeeze the inner edges of your legs together like you're zipping them up. Bring your arms to your side. Starting to bring your arms behind you, palms facing back. Lift, squeeze till you feel your triceps engaging. And then exhale, sinking into your Utkatasana chair pose. Check you can see your toes. Draw the knees back if you can't. Sink the hips lower, lift the arms longer. Breathing here. And then hands come to heart center. Twisting to the right, left elbow outside right knee. Pushing into your twist, thumbs coming back to heart center. Looking up to the ceiling, staying here. or releasing the arms to 6 o'clock arms here. Hold, sink those hips a bit deeper. Nice. And then hands to heart center. Right elbow outside left knee, twisting, turning to look up. Either hands at heart center or releasing the arms to your 6 o'clock arms, holding here. And then hands back to heart center as you come to your forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step the right foot back, lower the right heel, lifting up, warrior two. Sinking deep into your warrior two lunge. Check that back leg, toes are angled in. Front leg, knee over the ankle, but you can still see your big toe. Check the back arm is at the same height as your front arm. Shoulders come down as you gaze towards that front middle finger. Holding here. Now straighten that back leg, squeeze the kneecap. Hold, breathe. Turning your front palm, reversing your warrior. Up and over. Nice. And back to your warrior two. Left forearm to thigh, right arm lifts. Staying here, or left hand to a block or to the mat. Or bring your right arm behind you, back of the hand to the thigh. Nice. Fantastic. Taking a bind, draw that right shoulder open if you're binding. Holding here, breathing here. If your hands are in a bind, release left hand to the mat. Coming back via the stages, back to your warrior two. And then straighten that front leg. Coming forwards, Trikonasana triangle. Draw your right hip up, pull the left hip down. You're looking for length in the rib cage, so you're not scrunching the left side of your waist. You're keeping it long, reaching forward with the crown of your head. Hold. And then bringing that right arm down. You can use blocks or bring fingertips to the mat. Pivot the right heel off the mat. Pyramid legs. Both legs as straight as you can. Elbows come wide as you drape belly and chest over that left thigh. Nose towards the knee, holding here. Deep, slow, even breaths here. And then bending that left knee, hands to the mat, step back, take your plank. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga as you lower. Cobra or up dog. Meeting in downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up high, three-legged dog. Sweeping it between your hands and coming up, warrior two on the other side. Bending that right knee, reaching the arms long. Check your shoulders are over your hips, so no leaning forwards or backwards. Check your back arm is the same height as your front. And then sinking deep into your warrior two. Straighten that left leg. Pull the tops of the shoulders down. Holding here, breathing here. And then flip that front palm, reversing your warrior. Reaching up and over. Holding here. Inhaling back to warrior two, to side angle. Option one, option two, or option three. You choose what feels good for your body today. Holding, breathing. You can look down to the mat or up to the ceiling. See what feels nice on your neck. And then bringing right hand to the mat, right hand to thigh, lifting back up, warrior two. Straighten that right leg, leaning, 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 and then pivoting to your 6 o'clock arms. Trikonasana. Draw left shoulder back, draw left hip back. Try and feel the length down both sides of your rib cage as you hold here. Breathing here. Nice. Beautiful yoga arms, everyone. And then slowly bring that left arm down. Bringing fingertips either side of your right foot, lift left heel. Elbows come wide as you drape down over that right thigh, holding here, breathing here. And then bending right knee, hands to the mat, step back, take your plank. Lower your knees, keep your hands where they are. Drop hips to heels, extended child pose. Elbows stay lifted. Forehead to the mat, belly and chest draping over your thighs. Holding here for just a couple more breaths. And then release the arms. Bring your fingers down towards your toes, palms facing up. Relax the shoulders down. And then lifting your head, slide your hands along your mat. And then you're going to bring your forearms down, your belly down, your chest down, and just make a pillow with your hands. Rest your forehead for just a moment on your mat. Big toes touch, heels drop out to the side. Relax down the spine into your hips. And then lifting your head, bring your elbows under your shoulders. Our lower arms flat on the mat, fingers spread wide. Sphinx pose, pushing into your hips, gazing straight in front of you, so don't scrunch the back of your neck. Holding here, or if it feels okay for your back, you can push into the hands, lifting up. But if it's too much for your lower back, just stay in Sphinx pose, lifting and lowering the head. Perfectly good pose here. Or you're lifting the elbows and lowering the elbows and then chin to chest. One more time, either lifting up and lowering, chin to chest. Now bring your hands and your elbows as wide as your mat. Spread your fingers. Inhale, lifting the elbows, and this isn't as bad on your lower back, so this should feel fine. Keep pushing your hips into the mat as the arms straighten. Draw the tops of the shoulders down, and then slowly lower the forearms on the edges of the mat, chin to chest. Inhale, lift, and exhale, slowly lower, chin to chest. Inhale, lifting up, and exhale, lowering it down. Make a pillow with hands and rest your forehead for just a moment. Bend your knees, bring your feet up. Just windscreen wiper your feet from side to side for just a moment, releasing any tension in your lower back. And then we're going to set up the bow pose. So bringing your legs still, reach behind you, take the top of the foot in the right hand, top of the foot in the left hand, bring the big toes to touch, and then draw your shoulders back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, push your pelvis into the mat. As you inhale, squeeze shoulder blades, lift the legs, lift the chest off the mat, holding here. Really kick your hands against your feet against your hands. Lift the legs higher and slowly release. Keep hold of the feet, forehead to the mat. Release shoulders. Inhale, hips into the mat as you lift up to your bow. Hold, breathe. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And exhale, release, forehead to the mat. Keep hold. We're going to do it one more time. Inhale, lifting up, the highest one you've done so far. Get those thighs off the mat, holding here for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Release the legs, release the forehead, release the feet. And again, you can windscreen wiper your feet behind you, easing it out. It's quite strong on your lower back. And then bringing your hands either side of your chest, tuck your toes long underneath you. Push yourself via your knees, hips to heels for just a moment in child pose. Counter pose for those back bends. Just let your lower back enjoy this little fold here. Lifting your head, reach your arms long, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up high behind you, looking forward, sweep step, or move it between your hands. Left foot joins it. Feet together, knees together, ankles together, forward fold. Start lifting your arms behind you, palms facing up, bringing the arms up and over. And as you exhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, sink those hips. Breathing and then coming up to standing, hands at heart center. Nice. Couple of standing poses quickly now. So tree pose, starting on the right leg, squeeze that right kneecap. Option 1, option 2, or holding on to something if like me, you're a bit wobbly, finding your option 3. Push the foot against the thigh, thigh against the foot. Look at something in front of you that's not moving as hands come to heart center. Finding your balance and then reaching the arms up, tops of the shoulders coming down. Pull that belly button up and in, holding here. And then hands come to heart center, knee comes forward, releasing it down. And just setting up on the other side, option 1, 2, or 3. Belly button fired up, hands at heart center. Once you found your balance, looking at something that doesn't move, growing your branches, tops of the shoulders, pulling down, coming down. Some days my balance is so bad and other days it's great. And this is a bad day today, so don't watch me. Look at something that's not moving as you hold it here. And then hands slowly to heart center, knee forward, release it down. So our next standing balance, you're going to bring your left ankle over the right leg. And again, if you've got a wall nearby to put a finger against it or furniture, it can help to get balanced. So find your balance. And once you've got your balance, looking at something that's not moving, hands come to heart center. And all we're going to do is bend that standing leg, bringing the hips down, coming into a squat pose, and maybe lowering your forearms, your hands, towards that left shin, ankle, foot. Hold here, breathing here. And then on your next inhale, just as slowly coming back up to standing. Hold it here for a breath and release. Other side. Get that standing leg really strong, really firm. Crossing the right ankle across, hands to heart center. Move slowly as you start to sink the hips, drawing yourself down, looking at something in front of you that's not moving, and then maybe bringing forearms, elbows, hands to your right lower leg. Hold it here. Breathe. And just as slowly coming back up. And if you fall out of it, it doesn't matter. And release it down. We're going to do our Dancing Lord Shiva as our last standing pose. So first of all, arms wide, join thumb and index finger. W shape your arms. Draw the tops of the shoulders down and lightly squeeze your shoulder blades behind you, keeping the arms here. Lift the right heel and then start to turn. Look over the right shoulder. Holding it here. Can you turn a bit further? Can you turn your head to look completely behind you? And releasing to center. Lift left heel. Turning, looking over the left shoulder. Holding here, breathing here. And back to center. Over to the right. Bend the left knee, the standing knee. Look at something behind you that's not moving. You can stay with your heel off the mat, or lifting that right foot, flex that right foot, sinking down, dancing Lord Shiva. And if you have a wobble, just put the big toe down, finding your balance here. And coming up to the other side. Left heel lifts, bend right knee, lifting that left foot off the mat and flexing the foot. See how it feels. Finding your balance here. Holding here, breathing here. And coming upright, releasing the arms, bring the shoulders forwards and up, back and down. Inhaling, exhaling, in and out. And then bringing your feet mat width, hands to heart center. We're going to lower ourselves down onto the mat for a little bit of upside downy stuff. So bringing yourselves down, adjust your feet as you need to come to your squat pose. If you've got a block for crow pose and you want to use it, have it in front of you. Otherwise, hands are shoulder width, fingers spread wide. Leaning forwards, lift your heels off the mat. Bring your knees behind your triceps, lifting hips, and then either crown of the head to the block, and then walking feet together, lifting heels, or without using the block, just lifting your heels. You choose where you want to be in your crow pose. And it is a strong pose, so please be careful. Take your time. And when you've had enough, bringing hands back to heart center, close your eyes for just a moment, let your hips sink down, and then using your hands as brakes, coming to seated pose halfway down your mat. We're going to come to shoulder stand. Rule number one, don't look around, and you'll probably use momentum or furniture to come up, chin to chest, and drop knees to your forehead. Push those hips up as high as they'll go. Walk your elbows in towards each other, and then extending your legs. And you can stay in shoulder stand. You can bring your legs to a straddle pose in your shoulder stand, or you can start bringing your feet behind you for your plow. You choose where you want to be. We're just staying here for a short while, holding here. Breathe. And if your toes touch the floor behind you, you can release your arms to the floor or stay holding your hips up, whatever's going to feel nicest for you today. And then using your hands as brakes on the floor, rolling yourself down one vertebra at a time, really, really slowly. And we're going to come straight to fish pose. So bring your feet to the mat, extend your legs long, lift your hips, bring your hands, palms down underneath your butt cheeks. Pushing onto your elbows and forearms, lift head and chest off the mat. And then lowering the crown of your head to the mat. Taking your counter pose to shoulder stand, holding here. And then pushing into the elbows, lift your head, spread elbows wide, bring the feet to the floor, release your buttocks off the mat, and just rolling over on your mat. We're going to get ready for our next inversion. So you've got choices here as well. You can bring elbows to the mat, interlace fingers, push hands and forearms into the mat, tuck toes, and dolphin. Moving forwards and backwards, shoulders coming forwards in your dolphin pose. If that's too strong, you can keep your knees down and do a modified version. You're still really working your shoulders here. Just makes it a little bit less strain on your shoulders. Or if you want to take a rabbit or a headstand, you choose. This is your time to choose your inversion of choice. For rabbit, double the mat underneath you, on your knees, hands shoulder width, crown of the head to the mat, thinking about those capital L's with your elbows, and then walking your feet in and popping your knees up on top of your elbows, holding here, or a full headstand. You choose what's going to feel nice for your body. And if you don't want to do any inversions, just come to lying on the mat. Hug your knees into your chest and give yourself a little back massage. And if you are in an inversion, starting to think about coming out of it really slowly via child's pose, fingertips reaching to your toes. Take a moment, take your time, moving slowly. And then lifting your head, reaching your mat long again, stretching it out. Just bring yourselves down onto your backs. Hug the knees in. Give them a really good squeeze in. And then release the right foot to the mat. Left ankle over right knee. Left arm between your legs, right arm reaching out, interlace fingers behind the thigh. Now, because you're all quite flexible, you might find it just as easy to bring your hands in front of the shin. See if that works. But you have to try and keep your shoulders down. And then flex the feet, Push left elbow against left thigh if you want to deepen the stretch here. You can close your eyes, you're not going to need them for the next few minutes. Deep, slow, even breaths, relaxing those shoulders down. And then uncrossing your legs, left foot to the mat, right ankle over left, right hand between your legs, left hand meeting it outside the left shin or behind the thigh. Flex those feet as you pull that left leg in, push right elbow against right thigh to deepen the stretch if that feels nice for you. And then slowly, slowly release it. Bring both feet to the mat. T-shape your arms nice and wide, palms facing upwards. Lift one leg off the floor, the other coming to your reverse tabletop. And then slowly start to lower the legs all the way to the right, but don't let left shoulder lift. Bringing the legs down, you can bring your right hand on top of the left thigh to deepen the twist, or right fingers take hold of the left big toe, left leg straightens in a full supine twist. Relax the feet, the legs, the hips, spine, shoulders, arms, and face. Easing down into a delicious twist. It should feel so nice for your back. And then releasing the big toe if you're in a bind, bringing the knees via the center, over to the left, head turns to the right. And again, left hand on right thigh, or take hold of the big toe, straightening that leg, and then relax every muscle down, enjoying the twist. Particularly around the hips, actively let go. And releasing the big toe, coming back to center, pull the knees to your armpits, reach for the outer edges of the feet. One last happy baby, rocking from side to side. And you can turn your head as well and kind of get the back of the head a bit of a massage. And then release the feet to the mat and take your Shavasana, either bent knees, feet as wide as the mat, or legs extended long to the corners of the mat. Arms are by your side. Adjust your hips, adjust your shoulders. Close your eyes and just focusing on the breath. Take a deep inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 3, 4. In 2, 3, 4, and out 2, 3. Inhale 3, 4, and exhale. Relax those shoulders. In 2, 3, 4, and out to relax your face. Keep breathing at your deep, slow, equal length breath. And then very slowly starting to turn your head, chin to one shoulder, back to center, to the other shoulder. Back to center and starting to move your fingers, toes, wrists and ankles. Sliding your legs together, flex the feet in towards you. Inhale, arms up, long overhead, interlace fingers. Push the hands away, push the feet away, taking a full body stretch. Really push the palms away as far as you can. Point your toes as much as you can. And then slowly bringing the knees into the chest for one last squeeze, rolling to your side and coming up to your comfortable cross-legged seat pose. Hands at heart center. Just lowering your forehead to your fingertips. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, folding forwards. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.